Alright, so I'm just demonstrating what I have so far based on the thing. What I'm making right now is a game mode for Gmod, and this is kind of a progress I have so far. So the first thing, got this fancy little menu. They got like ammo, gives you a kind of ammo. I buy this, gives me pistol ammo. This gives me rifle ammo, looks like a microwave donut. And this, shotgun ammo. Then there's the buildings. There's two of them so far. There's a barricade, which is a barricade. You can upgrade it if you want. You see, barricade, and its health increases from 150 to 300. Shoot it. Give me a second. Also, if you didn't notice already, there's a level in the bottom left, level 6. This amount of XP, it gave me 150 XP for killing it and $150. But yeah, so if I shoot this, it takes out the amount of health based on the amount of damage. And if I shoot enough, it breaks. And then there's this other thing, ammo dispenser. Does exactly what it's called. Gives you a bunch of ammo. You see the ammo counter in the bottom left? Goes up. If you shoot enough, dies like the other thing. So, next thing is the classes. There is 5 of them so far. Technically there are actually 9, but it only shows 5 of them because it only have 5 functional right here. So there's a medic, the medics. There's a rebel, the rebels. Here's a vetrocop, the cops. There's a scout, he scouts. There's a combine, who shoots stuff. Specifically with this fancy gun. You see, instead of starting with a M9 pistol, he starts with a fancy rifle, the AKS-74U. And unsurprisingly, things a lot better at killing than the M9. And I'm going to add like class restrictions and a bunch of other stuff for this. But basically for now, well, the whole idea is basically certain classes are restricted from buying weapons. So like the medic can only buy like pistols and submachine guns. Rebel can buy rifles, submachine guns, and shotguns and all that. The Combine can basically buy everything except SMGs and pistols. But I don't have it implemented yet, so whatever. Oh yeah, this if you buy it, it just gives you a weapon. And as you can see, it gives me a pistol even though it's not supposed to. So it's not really perfect, but whatever. So yeah, what's the next thing? Well, yeah. So, oh yeah, so the zombie, it has stages and all that. So if it kills it, if you see this, like this one, its skin changes. It looks somewhat different. Oh, it's a little bit stronger. That's health inside the console. That's the amount it heals by, and it does it based on a certain interval, but basically heals by a certain amount. And so yeah, it's stronger. It's a little bit faster and all that. And if it Yeah, you saw that. Its abilities whenever it gets stronger, so now it's able to have projectile vomit to try to kill me. It, yeah, and you also notice that its skin is noticeably greener than before, and it also does a little bit of animation. I need to fix the trajectory on it. You notice it's a little bit too straight. It's supposed to go on an arc. All I have to do is just switch with values. And also, you noticed earlier, whenever it was killing a NPC, it kind of just gets stuck there. Yeah, it's because the bounding box on the thing does not match the actual model. Oh, you saw how much damage it did there. It did a lot more damage than before. But yeah, so the bounding box doesn't actually max the NPC, so they tend to get stuck inside each other. And I really just have to change the size of the bounding box and it should fix it. But yeah, and so the last thing I want to show is wow, makes a zombie. And I had an earlier demo which I recorded for this, which took an extremely long time to make. And the reason for that is because I was going for all the errors that went wrong while I was fixing it. So this is like a refined version, and everything's working fine. But there's a lot of stuff which I kind of like. Okay. Oh my gosh, how the hell am I going to explain all this stuff inside a succinct period? How long have this been so far? 5 minutes? Okay, so I guess I can probably go for a few more. So this is ZNPC headshots. It's a whole thing. I didn't even go over the other one. Kind of specifically about how much stuff I put in. But basically, if I body shot a slugger, does half damage. That is the most succinct and easy way to describe what this method does. And you notice, look at that. Look at that. It's extremely, extremely, extremely long. Yeah, yeah, and there's this. That's just reference code. This is the NPC for a test thing. There's a lot to go on that's going on here. But basically, they have initialized, they have a stage thing. So basically, the way this works is it has a set of stages. And based on the stages, it changes the values of NPC. So you notice the start health is 150. It just defines max health and a bunch of other stuff. And the melee damage starts at 25. This is a constructor, by the way. It just assigns all the values to it. This is another thing I'll go over later on, but it's extremely useful. And there's a health timer. This just ticks down how long it takes for the NPC to heal. And for each one of these things, it heals by 5. But you notice we have all these stages. Based on the stage, you got the set skin. You change the health, and you set the health to maximum. Then you set the heal amount to be higher. Then you set the speed to be faster, and melee damage to be higher. And then set this to false, because you don't want this firing every moment. And I also want to mention another thing. This, initially it's set all this to false, because when an NPC spawns, it could potentially inherit all the values from the NPC right here. But because this is instantly set to false on the same tick as it changes, it is almost impossible for this to like go wrong. Well, and I also have to do it this way and not like do it the secure way because of this. Where the hell is I'm running out of time, but basically the NPC has a zombie that spawned after it's done infecting this one. And if I wanted to properly get the stage of a zombie, so if you're a zombie and you kill just like this zombie, you get your stage set higher. And so if you basically in order to allow the NPC to do that, I had to allow this to happen. Well, basically disable resetting when you initialize the NPC. And that leads to a problem that if it's on the very same moment another NPC spawns, then it'll set the same stage of an NPC. However, for that to happen, it'll have to happen on the same tenth of a second, which I think you understand is really unlikely. But yeah, so you have a berry stages, and also stage 2, this enables a vomit attack if you're curious. And then there's this. I told you the other day there's a thing that took me 8 hours to make, and this doesn't look like a lot. It's a lot. It broke while I was testing the other thing because of all the crap. But basically, whenever you're friendly, it adds you to a table that marks you as a friend. This was added later to make sure it's fixed while testing. How long do I have left? So basically, it says no enemy, then it adds you to a list of things. However, the issue was if you got cured and say you're a player right here, and basically this wouldn't be trying to kill me. And so to fix that, I set a thing up here, which basically clears the table of friendly entities. And this actually had a problem while I was testing. Basically, while I was testing, I had to transfer. God, there's so much stuff what you did in the test. For the other demo, it went 45 minutes to basically summarize, but this went wrong. I had to make this into a parent entity and this into a child entity so that the spawner would spawn stuff without causing errors. And that led to whatever the hell the damn thing is because I keep losing it. My recursive thing, whatever. Well, uh, it basically led to this punching its friend in the face a bunch of times. And so I had to change it to where it marks those guys as friend again, and each time it resets, it runs this line of code, basically setting the new zombie as their friend. They won't be trying to kill each other. Whew. So yeah, and this is so. Oh yeah, there's this. You notice that the zombies respawn each time I kill it. Yeah, that's a really important thing. So basically, it's running this. So it registers the entity on the map, and this basically allows me to set it up to spawn wherever hell I want on the map. It's extremely convenient because that means I can actually set up scenarios with it, and then set up conditions on the scenario so that zombies only spawn at certain points, and make an actual game mode out of it. But for now, it's just this funky bit of text. This is a location, this is an angle, this is a color, this is a model, this is a true. That just makes, that's basically asking if you want it to be drawn. And if it's true, you don't want it to be drawn, which may sound extremely counterintuitive, but it is. So, you know. What else is there? Um, there's this whole thing. There's like the custom menu. This is shop what I was showing you earlier. Then there's the custom scoreboard. There's this thing, which I didn't show you earlier, the kill myself here, goes up. I get an extra death. But if I do something funny, like changing my class, it doesn't go up. It took more work than you might have thought, probably. Yeah, so there's all that. And, yeah, I was told to somehow go through all the code for this, and it's... Oh yeah, there's a HUD, this thing. Yeah, this was fun. Just drawing a bunch of rounded boxes that aren't actually rounded. You look at that. It doesn't look very rounded to you, now does it? But those are all rounded boxes. Impressive to think, and we basically just return the value of your armor and all that other stuff. Yeah. I'm not running out of things to talk about. This is the thing that adds all items to a shop if I want to, like, do something funny, like a prank like this. And, did I add a comma? Yeah. Oh, right, it's because they're the same signature. Yeah, so now I have two shotguns, and so if you're curious why is there only one thing here, it's because I haven't implemented it. It's not for me being lazy, it's just that I haven't really got around to it yet. Meh. Anything else? Anything else? There's a content. These are all the models. You can see I made a lot of models for this, like migraine, and I made it for each of these. And you might this is a lot of work. You know, yeah, that's kind of a frustrating thing about this. It's just like, how the hell am I supposed to convey that? Oh, I put a lot of work into this. Oh, wow, this doesn't look like that much. No, this is a lot. And I don't even know how to possibly properly convey that this is a lot of work. Kind of disappointing. I'm just fighting a zombie and trying to kill it. They say it's extremely difficult to kill because it's really strong. What do you mean? It's like a really high stage, you know? You're not supposed to have a zombie that's been able to kill 6 players, you know? But killing NPCs and okay, I think I'm done. Love you, sir.